It's your boy WaifuGate coming at you with another YouTube video. So today we're going to be doing tips and tricks. This is a series that I've been putting out a video weekly on each Tuesday tips and tricks. I like it. So today we're going to be going over how to sort of construct a deck in today's meta and just in general, some tips. So one of my viewers brought it up to me that most of my decks, when I construct them, they're almost always reactive. So for example, we'll go to my Sultai Lurrus list in best of one. We can look at this list and what's the win con? Like we try to identify that, right? The only thing that looks like it could like destroy the opponent would be like maybe a big Crassus, and that's not the strongest, right? It's like, what's this deck do? And it seems like it mostly just has card advantage and good answers for eliminates, you know, omens to look for stuff, Fae to look in the sideboard for things. But where's the actual win con, right? It's not very proactive. Almost everything is reactive in this deck. Casualties, my opponent has to develop something for me to answer. Therefore, they might gain value, they might be beating me down, and then I'm low on life. So even if I answer their board state with something like casualties or extinction event or whatever, cry, etc., like what am I actually doing in order to close out the game? So this is something that I've been working on, which is trying to have a proactive mindset. So like even in the sideboard here, we might be able to grab something that's proactive, but most of the time we'll have to Fae for something to like react to the board state, since our main deck like just isn't doing anything. Like we have Lurrus to get value, but like, so what? You know, what are we actually doing aside from drowning our opponent in cards as a win con? You know, it's not going to work really. So this, I feel like either of these lists, these are all proactive lists. So I have a deck guide up for this too, if you guys are interested, for the Sultai Bolus with the Omen and without. Both of them are pretty similar. So like basically the idea here, right, is to ramp and to draw cards to like, you know, just get to our win con. So this digs us for a win con or ramp for our win con. Like maybe this lets us find a migration path. And then we're just ramping into Bolus, we're ramping into Nissa, we're ramping into Eugene, we're ramping into Crassus. Like Growth Spiral into Migration Path for 6 mana, and then Crassus for 5 is crazy decent, right? Like that's okay. And on top of that, we might have an extinction event for the field so that we can actually ramp without dying. Like we can play out our win con without it getting blown up. And that's not really being reactive. That's just, it is being reactive, but at the same time, like if you just go all proactive, unless your proactive card can also wipe the field. I mean, we have that, but you know, it's not always. This is 8 mana, so this is a lot. So basically we just need the the equation is basically as little reactive plays as you can get, and your reactive plays need to be very good. So for example, Murderous Rider, viewer suggested this card, EKC I think, said that we don't really have a good answer for Nissa on 5. And that will ruin the game for us. Like if our opponent has Nissa, we can't do anything about it, we lose. Our best play was Bolus minus, but then like we lose our Bolus as well because they already have the Nissa land down. In the previous version, we might have a Grazer to block. They might be able to blow up the Grazer or bounce it, like etc. Like it's not very good because we lose our Bolus as well, right? So it's just a 1-for-1. And then they're left with a 3/3, which is pretty you know, not okay in regards to an exchange. So basically, anyway, so our reactive plays are to answer the thing that will end the game if we don't do anything about it, right? Like things that are just so vital for the opponent that we need to stop it. So cheap answer like that. A board state in which we can interact with, that way we can wipe the board. That's good. It's pretty essential in control for the most part. Most decks run like 2 to 3 board wipes and sideboard more, so we don't just get schmorked down. That's part of the deck. But everything else in the list, like you notice that this is 3, 4, 5 reactive cards, yeah? 5? Let's count how many we had in our other deck, right? Not this one. This one. So 2. This is a little proactive, to be fair. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 reactive cards compared to 7, right? At least 15 there. And this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything else here moves you forward. So you see the difference in numbers, and this deck feels better playing it than the other one. It just, we play out our win cons and we kind of just get there. And we're always drawing cards, always threatening to win the game, and we're trying to force the opponent to be reactive, because that means we're in the beatdown position. You guys read that article, beatdown versus control? We actually want to be beat down despite being a control deck, okay? We want to always be providing the thing that makes our opponent react to us. That's the idea behind this tips and tricks. Be proactive, be awesome. When you go to brew your decks, make sure that you have more cards that provide you advantage and can win you the game compared to things that are just answering things. Make sure the equation is in your favor. That's what it's about today. Okay. So hopefully this was helpful. I do this tips and tricks videos. I do these tips and tricks videos on Tuesdays. If you guys have any suggestions on it, and this can be anything. This could be tips for Arena, tips for IRL that ties into Arena. It can be mechanical. It can be hypothetical. It can be anything. Like a lot of the times it's like how to float mana for, you know, wilderness reclamation, or how to float all of your mana, like pressing QQ and stuff. Like anything in the engine that's important that you think might give you a little bit of an edge against the opponent or whatever, you know, share it with us. I love that stuff. So that'll be down in the comments below, or you can stop by my stream, say hi, and we can chat about, you know, tips and tricks or whatever you guys want to chat about. That's what I'm here for. Usually stream from like 2 p.m. CST until about 8 p.m. CST. We usually do like 6 to 8 hour streams there. We do lots of giveaways. I'm going to start trying to do giveaways in my video too. Once I figure out how to do that, I think it's just like adding text to the video or something weird. So cheers. Appreciate you guys. And I will catch you on the next video. There's also going to be an end panel that can cycle you back through some more videos, and there's like a little subscribe thing too, and that really helps out the channel. So I will catch you guys on the next video.